towards the mid lane. They will lock in the Cassiopeia. So they round out their composition with Nemesis on the Snake in the mid lane.
So we're looking at this draft from Fnatic right now. Play around the Urgot, but with a ward spotted out, he's not going to go for it.
And it could also just be that he thinks that he can get the double buff.
Whippo can win this!
No flash.
Marine call coming in. Now Broxah is in the right place at the right time as Xerxes and Chachi look for the dive on towards Whippo. Broxah will match up against his enemy man and force Xerxes away, and the dive has been dissuaded for the moment. But meanwhile in the bottom lane, Noscan's flashing in. Hittersan caught out, he's done! Kobe jumps forward, the power of Alistair. Tristan maybe on death, doesn't hit there as Chachi flashes away. Continuing to try and trade with Whippo, but Whippo knows if he can get that all in, he can force Chachi away. Now Chachi's fading because Xerxes on his way. Whippo looking for the flash forward. Xerxes there. Glacial Prism hits and Whippo caught unawares. He's going to try and get away with a disdain, but Xerxes is on the chase. Cannon Barrage comes down and Whippo will die. Parlay to the base and Chachi gets his first kill.
This is going on, so the risk of a dive is very real as Fnatic stack up a wave. So they're going to be playing on the defense. I say that as Chachi oversteps so slightly.
Broxah doesn't land the body slam, but here comes Hillisang. The charm will connect into the purge. It's easy enough stuff for Fnatic. They get their second kill on the
belong to Splyce. He is grouping up because he knows that the risk of death is extremely high and he wants to offer value elsewhere on the map. So now they have 2 mid, 2 bot, they secure the tower, and they may be even able to get a couple plates in the mid lane as well.
But now as we shift out of this lane phase into an open map state, you have to wonder if
Fnatic start the Drake.
Splyce maybe a little bit too late on this one as the Inferno Drake is going to fall straight away. Miasma forces Xerxes away and Splyce
now. A lot of their crowd control is gone. They just want to focus on securing the mid tower. If they overcommit, Fnatic will come back, and this is the smart choice. Just take deep
pressure over the map like Gangplank and Corki, so that if Fnatic do start blitzing out to these side lanes, there is
quite easily caught by the Splyce 5-man squad.
Now we are seeing something which is quite a distinct difference between the two teams. To perform in the upcoming team fights will be pivotal in determining the outcome of this game.
Oh, Chachi!
Flashes away, Broxah unable to land the flash chase. Barrel dodged away there. Chachi just trying to fight versus 3 players from Fnatic. Cannon Barrage coming down, the rest of Splyce unable to help him, and Fnatic find a pick.
And Vetty has talked about how Splyce will often pull Chachi to group with the team, but when they do that, he's often left exposed, and you will constantly see Chachi getting picked off, and that's the reason for it. He's picked off there. It's now a numbers advantage in this mid lane, with only Humanoid getting something up on the top side.
Fnatic finding a good element of indecision means that he cannot trade this tier 2. Fortunately, though, he does disengage in time to get out with his life.
We talked about coming into the mid-game who we thought was the more powerful team, who was stronger, as Nemesis looks for the fight down towards the bottom lane. Humanoid called out with a Bibby on death, will use the package into the Valkyrie. Nemesis could flash chase here, Humanoid still slowed up. Flash in, Miasma dodged away by Humanoid. Hillisang on his way, though. There's the quickness. Humanoid should not be able to dodge away from this. Charmed up, another kill goes to Fnatic.
It is 3 members down here that managed to pick up Humanoid, but meanwhile, Splyce have committed all of their numbers towards the top side. Chachi taking the tower for his mid laner's death.
And you can see how
all over this Baron. It's now been completely deleted, and Fnatic are on the objective.
We talked about the Shred. The Cassiopeia can do so much damage to that Baron. It was already below half. Here comes the engage. Norscaran going in. Brock's already done. And Humanoid coming in for the bit more of the fight. Nemesis stunned up for the second. Teleport coming in from Chachi. And now it's going to be an all-right brawl in the river. Hillisang down. A double for Humanoid. Whippo trying to help out his mid laner, but he is caught out. Jumps straight in onto Kobe. Here comes Reckless. It's a triple for Humanoid. But how now is Kobe fallen? Reckless doing so much work. It's Whippo and Reckless against Splyce, and Fnatic are coming out on top. Chachi running for the hills. Whippo standing in his way, chasing him down. There's no escape today. A triple for Whippo. And it ends up from Kobe. All 5 members of Fnatic here. Norscaran and Kobe have to try and defend. Reckless joins it. 4,000 HP left on it. TP's coming in. Humanoid there, but Fnatic have already got the Baron, and now Splyce have to try and act as cleanup duty. Norscaran's going to lock up Whippo. They're going to try and take down the Urgot, but he's been so tanky. Eventually he'll fall. The rest of Fnatic run back to their base for Baron.
Awareness from the side of Fnatic to know that they could rush this Baron down and secure it before Splyce had an effective answer.
And Whippo in particular.
Free time down towards the bottom lane. It's something you talked about earlier, Vedius. Fnatic playing 3 lanes while Splyce is
yet on this Sejuani. As soon as he is, I actually think that Splyce get a bigger advantage in terms of range because it's Tristana and Corki. But until Xerxes has that key itemization, this can still go either way.
Whippo went a little bit brave there, disdaining in, trying to catch out Humanoid, and Xerxes was waiting around the corner with the Glacial Prism. Whippo had to burn his flash, and now Fnatic pushing in for the tower. Baron buff has fallen off, but they'll get the turret without too much question as Chachi is down towards bottom lane without a teleport. We'll go up towards the top side, maybe get control over the Baron, maybe even start it ourselves.
They're just getting bullied out, like he said. getting funneled into that choke point means they lost the vision war over that. Splyce, where is your bravery now?
Splyce is split up, Nemesis coming in to join it. Look at the bottom side of the fight. Reckless almost takes down Humanoid well in the end. Cannon Barrage won't save you now. Hillisang in with the charm as Xerxes goes down towards the bottom of the fight, but Northscam has caught out Reckless. He goes golden for the second. Hillisang almost falls as Kobe opens up the big guns. Boxer flashing in, knocks him back, but Reckless is down, and Kobe's still alive. Nemesis joining the fight as 2 go down. Fnatic, though, Whippo gets another. 2 shutdowns to him, and it's only Xerxes.
And Kobe alive.
Kobe looking for that one shot onto Hillisang, almost takes him out. Nemesis there, shredding through the Baron, and they decide against it. Fnatic get it. Second Baron of the game, 4,000 gold.
Early game versus mid game versus late game, right? And one of the big things was...
Oh, Reckless! Oh, almost takes down Humanoid there.
Oh.
Tanks up the tower, but the tower will now fall, and now Fnatic continue on the offensive, pushing forward. Chachi, Noskaran, and Xerxes on the flank position, but Humanoid had to go back to the base, and now with the cannon wave coming in, Fnatic looking to open up the base of Splyce. Trying to break through that inhibitor line, but they can't do it yet. Xerxes still on the flank position, going in. Humanoid's here. Oh, it's Hillisang who gets caught out. They'll stun lock him, and they'll take him out before the fight even starts. And now Humanoid is coming in from the side, and Splyce may have found their moment. Splyce may have found their man, but Whippo stands stalwart in the way. The GA popped, and they'll look to take him out. Kobe jumps in, takes out Roxer. Whippo's gonna fall as well. TP coming in. It's Nemesis joining the fight, but Splyce might look for it. Nemesis maybe TP into his demise. Kobe's gonna open up.
Oh, Nemesis!
Nemesis steps up once again, goes golden. Reckless here to help out his mid lane, and Oscar with the stun lock. Kobe gets another, but Reckless will answer it. 4 for 4 as Reckless continues in his AD carry versus AD carry, and Kobe is feeling himself, but Reckless says not today.
And Fnatic walk away with another ace. 5 for 4. Once again, the Baron buff is still alive, but it is not on Reckless. It does not matter. He should secure an inhibitor. The game will likely not be over, but what a team fight between the two teams. Splyce had the optimal setup. Splyce had the perfect opportunity.
Showing us once again he can play more than just Karma. Humanoid caught out here on the miasma. Reckless jumping in. The barrel knocked him back, and now Fnatic are just on clean-up duty. It's too easy for them. Splyce cannot find an avenue to approach, but maybe the cannon rush enough coming. Oh, he's jumped straight into all of the Fnatic team. He takes down one. He's looking for a little bit more, but Fnatic will back away.
Towards Fnatic, Kobe used his flash very importantly in that last skirmish, which means Splyce are out of fights with the long-range engage potential of Hilly and the Gragas barrel.
Whippo going in, catches out Xerxes. Here comes Hillisang straight onto the back line. The 2-man charm. Kobe and Humanoid still alive. Boxer jumping in, gets the knockback, but the first to fall is a Fnatic member, and one will answer from Splyce. Whippo gets the double. Reckless jumping in, he gets another. Kobe into that charge, he's still alive, but 4 members strong Fnatic are going to look to push and win.
And Fnatic, utilizing the power of the Elder Drake, end up just making mincemeat of Splyce. There are only 2 members left, but one of them is Kobe. Is he strong enough to hold the line for Splyce?
Reckless is not with the rest of Fnatic right now. He's looking for that top lane in here, maybe just opening up the map a little bit more so they can go back towards the Baron. Chachi and Kobe have to have a hero's stand here to hold it for Splyce. You can see how much that birth into Athens definitely does, but it's felt like that for the last 10 minutes or so, and still Splyce winning.
Do anything to turn this one around. We keep our eyes on Kobe every single time. He is the man that could turn it around. Late game Tristana, they find the ult.
Xerxes going in, but it's only Whippo they've caught. He's still got a GA. He jumps forward, can't quite land onto Kobe. Tumble coming in here from Reckless as he tries to join the fight. Chachi's not there. It's a 4v5 now as Reckless is here for the fray. Kobe's still opening up, but Whippo's already got 1 kill. Chachi's now going to TP in, but he's on the back of the fight, and Fnatic have already won. The GA not even popped by Whippo.
Yeah, because Boopa's got his TP, he's going to come back in, and Kobe put everything into him, and now Reckless!
Putting everything in to taking out Kobe. He stands up, he's counted. Fnatic take 3. Splyce can do nothing about it, and Fnatic are looking for that Nexus.
And it came down to the big moments, to the clutch plays, and it was Reckless, it was Whippo, it was Nemesis, time and time again. That is the difference maker between Splyce and Fnatic.
Fight as you might, Splyce. You cannot stand up against the 7-time champions. Fnatic sweep you aside. They do not care about your playoff hopes. They take you out, and Fnatic set their sights on G2.